Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video with Domain Zoo. I haven't been playing as much recently, but I'm excited to just give this list another go. This is basically, I guess, what we call my stock Domain Zoo list. It's pretty aggressive, and it's trying to just win early. There are a lot of decks floating around now, especially incorporating battles, some incorporating Death Shadow and stuff like that. There's some cool builds out there, which I'm going to play in the near future. But for now, I just want to boot up kind of a build I feel comfortable with. So looking at our main deck here, the one difference to note in the mana base is I do have basic planes in the side. For a long time, I used to play basic planes in the main deck, but now this allows me to get one extra fetch land, and then that's that Misty Rainforest. And then if I'm in a matchup where they're pressuring life total, like burn or aggro kind of matchups, or if I'm in a matchup with Blood Moon, then I'll just swap out the Misty Rainforest for the basic planes to give me that access to that. The rest of the deck, we do have a 1 of Burst Lightning. This is nice, kind of like a 5th copy of Lightning Bolt. You can use it as early removal, and then late game it's also pretty good as well. So you can let me show it because I've got the full art version. So, but basically you can kick it for 4 mana and it'll deal 4 damage. So you might say, paying 5 mana to deal 4 damage doesn't seem that great, but if you top deck in the late game, then that can kind of win the game with you, because that's almost acting like a 5th copy of Tribal Flames. So I'm still experimenting with it. I think it's fine as a 1 of. And then we also got 3 Hexdrinker. Again, I've liked Hexdrinker a lot. Very good in mid-range matchups. Very good against like Scam, Murktide, decks like that. So I do like Hexdrinker still in the main deck. And then looking at the sideboard, we've got pretty stock sideboard for what I've been doing. We do have 1 of Minor Misstep. Hits Cascade decks, hits Hammer, Murktide, things like that. And the rest of the sideboard's pretty stock. I've got my Flusterstorms, my Artifact and Enchantment Hate, and then I've got my Sweepers. So I'm still liking Chain to the Rocks. Again, also very good against Murktide, against Scam. It's just kind of that extra piece of removal. It's good in the early game and good in the late game. So anyway, I'm just going to take us through a MTGO league. And if you enjoy this kind of content, you can go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for round 1. Okay, here we are for round 1. I will be on the play, which is nice. Okay, we got the 1-lander, so I'm going to mulligan this. I don't like to keep 1-landers with this deck. Okay, this hand's much better, so we'll put back probably the 2nd land. We're on the play, so we're just going to lead with the Ragavan turn 1. Probably one of the Heaths. Just trying to think if there's any reason to do anything differently. Okay, here we have the option of leading with Steam Vents or leading with Sacred Foundry. Now, if we're playing against a Blood Moon deck, we might want to lead with Steam Vents and then get a basic Forest turn 2, but we do have 2 monkeys, so I think I'm just going to lead with Sacred Foundry. Note that our opponent does not have any companion, and they kept 7, so see what they're on. Blood Crypt? Am I getting scammed? Inquisition. Okay. Interesting. So they're just going to eat the... They could be on Jund. There's no Jegantha, though. It's interesting they're just going to eat the Ragavan hit. Maybe they have a Fury in hand as well. Okay. Trying to think. I guess we'll just swing in and go from there. So I'm not sure if my opponent's on Scam or something else. I think Inquisition's kind of a weird choice in Scam, so I'm thinking could be something else. Okay, so they're just on Jund Creativity, which means they're gonna ping. So this isn't. I'm not in a great spot. Sorry. It means they're gonna ping our monkey here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fetch the Triome. And then we're just kind of in a race mode, so I'm going to use the Tribal Flames now. So they almost certainly have Ren and 6. That means they probably don't have a Fatal Push in hand if they wanted to just eat that monkey hit, which is kind of ridiculous. Or sorry, kind of risky. And we're just going to Tribal Flames them for 5 because we're kind of in a race here. The next turn we'll probably just dash Monkey. So he's already at 11. He does have to fetch and shock for his mana base. See if he has Ren in 6. He could also have Ice or Fire. Looks like it's just going to be a Ren in 6. Nope, not Ren in 6. Fire, maybe. Bitter Reunion. Okay, so we could have an Archon next turn. Maybe that's why he kept this hand. Yeah, well, he's probably just going to persist it next turn. I don't have a right way to deal with that right now. Savai Triome's not going to do it, so I have to hope to get something off the top of his deck. Thought Seas, please. Wooded Foothills. So I could cycle this Triome, like get Forest, cycle this Triome right now, and try to find a counter. Not in a great spot. I'm trying to think what I could find to cycle. I could find a 1-drop. That means I could sack that instead. I'm going to have to discard the card in hand, though. So I'm going to have to discard this Ragavan. Stub could help me if he doesn't have a third land, which seems unlikely, but I think we probably have to go with that and just hope to find something useful. Could be wrong, though. You could just keep this to discard, but we're not in a great spot. We didn't, he discarded our 1 threat, so we do get Nacatl, so that could help. We top deck like a Bolt or something. He's setting himself up to... Let's see what he does here. Okay, maybe he doesn't have... No, he's just going to persist it. Okay, I'll sack Ragavan. Discard Ragavan. Okay, I guess I just lose anyway. I forgot the Bitter Reunion trick. So I could have gotten a Binding and bind his Bitter Reunion and potentially done something, but he just had a very good starting hand. So we get a Tribal Flames, so we can try to hang on here, but he just persisted again. He's still got 7 cards in hand, which is kind of insane. So he's on the Jund Creativity. This is one of the harder creativity builds, just because not so much the persisting, but it's a little faster. It's really just discard spells that are good against our deck. And as you can see, his only way to deal with Kavu, he also Fatal Push is good against our deck. So he just had the second persist. So the question is, do I want to bring in Rest in Peace? Like, I don't know. It's kind of bad if you bring in Rest in Peace and they just have creativity and it's like a little slow. So usually I won't bring it in this case, and I'll just bring in more counters. Like, can bring in Fluster, bring in Misstep, Fluster. We could also bring in Tear Asunder. It's not that great. Chain of the Rocks isn't that great. From a Brawler, because he probably has Bolt. Hexdrinker is going to be bad, actually. Probably even worse than Brawler. He's probably playing Ren in 6. I don't know, though. He could... I think something like this, we could try to do Misstep. Bring in Misstep to counter like a Fatal Push or something, but I think this is fine. We'll give this a shot. Usually this is a favorable matchup. It's just we kind of didn't draw more DAS, and we didn't flip anything useful off his deck, so... This hand's also kind of risky, so like Monkey's going to eat the first Bolt. I guess we're kind of similar to last game. I guess I just lead with Monkey and go from there, but this is basically, having extra land isn't that useful here. I think I'm going to keep this. Maybe this is not the correct play, though. Like, basically, it could just play out like last game. Because, like, if he just has the starting, like, discard spell into Archon, or into Persist into Archon, then I just, and he kept 7, so... But he is playing discard spells, so I don't want to mulligan low, but I guess these lands are kind of useless anyway. This is basically a 6. Ragavan on the board. See if he Fatal Pusher bolts it, or if he's going to try to risk it with a discard spell again. So it's like just bolt. Okay. Go green-white here. I wish I could double spell these Nacatls, but I didn't really have a way to play Monkey and double spell. I could have like played Nacatl turn 1, and then like dash Monkey turn 2. Could have been a better play. But usually Monkey turn 1's worth the upside. Yeah, so he probably just has like a Fable or something. So he has no discard spells. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's just attack first. Obviously, I'd like to be able to hold up mana and play Scion or double spell, but I can't because I can't fetch Overgrown Tomb with Flooded Strand. Yep. So 2 bolts so far. I don't know if he plays Run 6. He could have just not wanted to play it. Probably was he get a Triome here, maybe. Again, we're gonna be in trouble if he just Bitter Reunions. I guess he would have had to do it this turn. Fable, maybe. Yeah. So now we're kind of in trouble because if he just has turn 4 creativity, I don't have an answer to it, right? Because I have to kill Shaman token. Okay, now I do have an answer. So let's attack first. I think if he plays Leyline Binding, I doubt it. So we're gonna play Nacatl, hold up Bolt and Binding. So we'll probably bind the Shaman token and then Bolt whatever he tries to do. I do have a stop at begin combat, so see if we get through this one. Discards Bitter Reunion, Dwarven Mine. Probably has, that means he probably has a 4th land, no Archon in hand. There's the 4th land. There's the Bitter Reunion. So you just have Bitter Reunion into Persist. That'd be annoying. No. I think I'm still planning on binding the Shaman token. I'll have close to lethal. Assuming that these things survive. He could have gotten another bolt or something. Oh, maybe just Nature's Claim. On Scion. It's like what it is. Oh, okay. It's also fine. Bind the Shaman token. So he has to have natural Dwarven Mine in hand to be able to creativity. Okay, so he returns Dwarven Mine. I wonder if it was better to bolt Ren 6. No, I don't think it would have. We'll thin here, get another red source, maybe red-white. Fortunately, we're going to probably be able to get him to 1, but not kill him. Huh. Ignore Ren 6 here. Okay, now we'll just kill him. So he needed to block there, which means he's probably trying creativity for 2 or something. Maybe he drew creativity at the end. He definitely didn't. I don't think he had it, or else he would have done it. But it's hard to say. So I'm happy we won that game because we didn't really see any sideboard cards. I mean, I guess we're only bringing 2 Flusters, but yeah. Trying to think if I want to change anything here. Not really. I think we just run it back. Okay, this hand doesn't really do anything, so we're gonna mulligan this. 5-lander with 2 bolts. I would say I need to apply pressure in this matchup. You want to be aggressive. You don't want to try to be like a mid-range deck in this matchup. So this hand's better. This is awkward though, because right, we can go black, green, red, blue. We have no white mana. Maybe we get rid of binding. It's a little dicey. Like we could get rid of one of the stubs. If he kills Kavu, then stub's kind of useless. Let's get rid of one of the bindings just in case. I think stub is maybe better in this matchup. But we'll see. It'll probably get taken anyway. Okay. So the question of, does he have discard spell? Do I want to try stub a Ren, or do I just want to get a threat on board? And we drew another land, so that's fine. I think we're just going to get a threat on board. So we're going to go green, blue. So here's the problem with playing green, blue, right? If he just has turn 2 Ren and 6, then I'm not in great shape if I just play Nacatl. Now I could play it as a green, white, green, black, and then red, blue, turn 3. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Sorry, I'm just not thinking straight. So I can go green, white here, then red, blue, turn 2, and then green, black, turn 3. Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to play Flooded Strand. So they must not have a discard spell, or else I think they would use the turn 1. They must not have Fatal Push or 1-mana removal spell. They could have Bolt, but again, they play Dwarven Mine. So that means either their lands suck in hand, and they just have to play a Dwarven Mine, or they're hoping I play Monkey, or most likely they don't have a 1-mana removal spell. It's looking like Ren and 6, though. Yeah. So I don't care too much about Ren and 6. Obviously, he was... I don't think he has any other lands in hand. Fortunately, we are on the draw, which I think the better choice is... I'd love to be able to stub a 3-drop, but I just can't do it, so... because I need to play. I think it's more important to play Kavu here. So... They probably have Fable in hand, or just like creativity. It doesn't look like they're going the discard route here. So my guess is like Fable, and then turn 4 creativity is what they're planning on. Obviously, hopefully they don't just go like Ren Ping plus Bolt on the Kavu. That would be pretty bad for me. So maybe that's a reason to just not do anything. But I think in this matchup, it's just about being aggressive. Oh, I just skipped over my attack phase. Okay, well, we'll probably lose the game because of that. But yeah. Okay, well, that's 3 points of damage that we're not going to get. So again, that probably loses us the game, but it was fun. Unfortunately, I was talking too much and I wasn't thinking. Frustrated at myself for that. So what I'm thinking here, probably Fable. They don't play Teferi. I don't know that they actually have other 3-drops, maybe Prismari Command or something. Damn, that's such a backbreaker that I didn't do that 3 damage there. Yeah, that's like such a backbreaker though, because like that's probably gonna make the difference in this game. Like his opponent would be at 13 right now, and I'd be like threatening lethal. Could just play this Triome. Could play Tomb tapped. Could loot away something. Trying to think of what I could get. I think I'm just gonna play this Triome tapped and then loot away one, like the Sacred Foundry or something. Or maybe the Tomb. Let's loot away the Tomb. Trying to think if it makes sense to shock this in, but I don't think so. That was such a big punt. That was such a big punt. Okay, we get Monkey that we can't really play because we have to hold up Stub. He's got to have creativity. He must just be trying to do creativity for 2 here. Yeah, so he'd be at like 5 right now. So he'd probably be forced to block, or else I could just kill him with Tribal Flames in hand. So that's like such a huge thing that he doesn't have. That was so stupid. Maybe it was smarter to loot away Overgrown Tomb because yeah, it definitely was. I think I should have kept Sacred Foundry in hand because I could have double red then, and now I have double green. I don't need triple green. So yeah, it would have been smarter to loot away the Tomb instead. Next turn, I could have played Monkey, Dash Monkey, and done everything else. He has another land. It's interesting. You could argue not use that, but I don't want him to see what I have in hand. I mean, he probably has another land. He can just get it back with Ren 6, but he's trying to decide what to do. Oh, I messed up there. I didn't have double blue. I forgot he didn't miss the land drop. Yeah. So obviously, like I just misclicked, and then like this, I didn't do the math right. So he could have just taken the stub, obviously, and then he would have not gone for it, and I could have just kept attacking and dash Ragavan and stuff like that. So not the cleanest game, unfortunate. Actually, we'll play it out. Because I could top deck something removal. Get rid of this land. Yeah, he'd be at 8 life still. This game would very much still be playable. Although Binding, it still is. I can top deck a Binding here. Get a second Kavu. I guess we have to loot. I guess we can dash with Monkey and then loot away the stub. No, because then we can't play second Kavu. But we're just trading a Kavu for an Archon. So we need to loot for sure. But we need to also potentially get something off his deck. So I guess I have to do this. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's because I played it tapped. That's right. Okay, so I can still play stub. So we'll dash Monkey. And then we'll loot away Kavu, maybe? I don't know. This isn't, I'm not in a great spot. I mean, I guess the stub doesn't do anything at this point. Oh, I guess I should attack differently because, like, man. So Binding is the only thing that gets me out of this. But if he blocks Ragavan and I top deck a Binding, then I can't even cast it. So that was stupid. Yeah, we get Nacatl anyway. Terminate. Get a bolt. Not the worst. Okay, well, we'll try to play through this. Again, my opponent got 3 free life, so that ended up making a big difference, obviously. And then me letting him resolve creativity. He, of course, wouldn't have gone for it then, but I just wasn't thinking. I thought he had already played a land. I thought he didn't have a 4th land. He might just have it again. He's got a lot of cards in hand. Yeah. Yeah, so we lost that game ourselves, obviously. Like, if I had one punt that made a huge difference, and then another one, both of them were game losing, so. Okay, back for game 2, lost game 1 on a punt, which isn't a great feeling. Just a little rusty, I guess. So, we got the 1-lander, so let's mulligan this. This hand isn't great. A 4-lander, like, you know, this is essentially, this is better than a 5, going to 5. I mean, I have basically 1 less card than going to 5 could be, right? Because I could have 3 cards plus 2 lands, and this is essentially, this is 2 cards plus 4 lands. So I think I might just go to 5. Although we do have a turn 1 play into a turn 2 play, so maybe I just keep it. Put back a forest. Or maybe we put back like Steam Vents. Keep the forest in case we're against a Blood Moon deck. No, but then we can't really get... I guess we could do that. Lead with put back Steam Vents, keep the forest just in case we're against like Blood Moon. It's kind of low probability though. I don't know. This hand's not great. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this. All right, I think we're going to keep this. We're going to put back our Steam Vents. And we're going to go Flooded Strand. This allows us to get Domain on turn 3. Which Steam Vents is a little clunky for that. And hopefully we draw into some more action and not more lands, but we'll see. Okay, or we just get against Jund Creativity again, or are we getting scammed? Probably Jund Creativity again. That's a good draw. Hopefully they don't have another bolt, so I can play my Brawler now. Could still be scam. But usually scam is gonna, well, we'll see. They don't, means they likely don't have the Fury scam if that's what they're doing. But I feel like we could just be in the Jund Creativity bracket. Looks like it. Yeah, we're just in the Jund Creativity bracket. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, no Archon in the graveyard yet. That's good news for me. Okay, we get double binding. I think here we're going to go Savai Triome. I don't think I need to bind a bunch of stuff now. But I want to get the second white source for later turns. Get 5, and then we'll deal 5. I think this likely means that he doesn't have another bolt in hand. He could have drawn it, obviously. But we'll see. Could also argue to keep this forest in hand in case I have to discard it to something. Okay, he's probably going to go Fable here. It's fine. If I bind Fable... Right, Urza Saga gains an ability. If I bind a Fable with it on the stack, it doesn't... He still gets the Goblin Shaman, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't remember this. I guess he does. Okay, that was stupid then. Okay, Scion's good. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that. Obviously, I should have just binded the Shaman token. He's at 4, so I got to think of how I kill him here. He can creativity for 1, go up to 7. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm like punting this away. I don't know why I was thinking like Urza Saga where it doesn't have the ability yet, but I guess that's an ETB. Okay, let's think of what he's gonna do here. Creativity for 2 would be bad. Do I care about creativity for 1? I'll sack a creature, bind it. I guess I'll just have to wait to see if he creativity is for 2. Yeah, I don't know why I just did that. I probably lost me the game again. If I had a lightning bolt, I just kill him. Okay. All right, we got around the punt. Oh man. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking that. It did in response to the first trigger saga of a thing, but I guess I shouldn't have known that. Okay, that's okay though. Let's go with this is the 2 Flusterstorms, pretty much all we got. Take out a Brawler, take out Hexdrinker. Hexdrinker's like okay, but against like a Ren 6 deck, not super great. And Brawler's just bad against Bolt. Yeah, okay, we dodged that bullet. I guess maybe he didn't have another. I wonder why he did in that sequence. Like, why not attack with the Goblin Shaman, get 5 types. I block the Shaman, and then he could creativity. Oh, I guess he could still only creativity for 1 in that situation. So I think that's fine. But yeah, I don't think that's the correct play to bind the Fable. Like, I basically care about the tokens. So I could have just bind the token at the end of turn and then attacked him, and then that would have been game. Basically, he would have to like discard into persist. But even then, I could bind his Archon, so I would have still been in it. Okay, I think we're gonna keep this hand. It's a little clunky because we're not gonna get a black source, but oh, actually, no, we're not gonna keep this. So the issue with this hand right now is that this is a Heath and Temple Garden. So if I could get red blue with this, then we'd be fine. But right now I can only get Sacred Foundry. So what I'm gonna do, like Temple Garden turn 1, Sacred Foundry turn 2, and have a 3/3 Kavu isn't super great. Turn 2 we can get a Triome. This is a little risky to keep. Maybe we keep it and just hope to draw into action, knowing that we're playing against a discard deck. I think we'll try that. Okay, Dwarven Mine, which means probably no Inquisition. Could have Bolt in hand. Okay, we draw Fluster. So the question is, do I want to go get Sacred Foundry? No, I don't. I think we're just going to play a threat. Again, if he goes Ren 6 here, that's fine, because Minor Nacatl is a 2/2. And then we're just going to hope to draw another fetch land. Okay, there's the Bolt. So probably no Ren 6. Thinking turn 3 Fable here. Let's see what we could do here. We could dash Monkey. Doesn't really get us that much though. Like if this was a stubby D, then it could be useful. But like if we dash Monkey with red white, we don't have any blue mana still. But like how do we get blue mana? We can't get red and blue on the same thing with this fetch land, so this is like so bad. Like playing a 3/3 Kavu is a possibility, not super great. Doing nothing is also a possibility, not super great. So maybe we just hope to get something useful off the top of his deck. Yeah, I guess maybe I wasn't supposed to keep this, but we do get a blue. I guess we can get treasure for Flusterstorm, which could be useful in future turns. So maybe that's a reason to do this line. Right, we need red to cast Ragavan or Kavu. And we'll see if he has just another Bolt. I meant to dash it and misclicked. All right, well, this video is going terribly. Every round I have a misclick. That wasn't a good play. Oh, man. Okay, he doesn't have another bolt in hand, or else he would have used it. Could just have Ren 6, yeah. Yep. Means he probably doesn't have a third land. All right, well, this game was fun. We can't hold up anything, so... I mean, I guess I could... I literally have nothing. Like, we could try to hold up something to in case he goes for it this turn, but he has no reason to go for it, but just hope. Just hope and pray. Could kill Ren. Doesn't seem that useful, though. Yeah, if we had dashed successfully, then this turn we could have gone red-green and held up Fluster, which would have been good. Now, he would still have been 3/3 Kavu, but he obviously used his Bolt. Okay. Could Bolt Ren in response, but doesn't really. I don't really care about Ren. Takes the Kavu, so he's got a slower hand. Bitter Reunion. Oh, he doesn't want me to exile, maybe? Let's see if he discards. I don't think bolting Ren accomplishes much, but it could, because I Burst Lightning too. Doesn't seem like he has it. I guess I was supposed to probably wait for that to resolve, but I don't think he want. I didn't want him to get more value out of Ren. Okay, good to know. Good to have. Our awkward 3/3 Kavu. So he's got to have another Bolt. Would really like another fetch land to give me blue-black. So you're just going to go creativity here. Looks like a creativity for 2. And that's the game. Yeah, so obviously, like, not having that treasure lost me the game, because, you know, it is what it is. Well, sorry, not misclicking. The hand is a little iffy, but, like, I think it's not insane to think that I could draw another fetch land in the first 4 turns. It did have some early pressure, so I don't hate that hand. Plus, I was against a discard deck anyway. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We lost another game to basically a misclick. I mean, we might not have won that one, but, I would have been in much better shape. Because we would have been able to play Kavu and then keep something up with that treasure. Or keep 2 things up. So, this is what it is. Okay, this hand's a little awkward. Because again, we can't get red-blue off this. I think I have to mulligan this. Because we kind of want like red, white, green, blue. But it has so much interaction. It's just awkward with Scion. Like, he's probably going to kill my monkey. Turn 2, I literally can't do anything. And I won't have blue mana. I think I have to mulligan this. The Lancer's too clunky. Oh, we got the 1 lander, so now we're down to 5, which isn't a good place to be. Okay, this hand is not good either. I don't mean green mana, but I think it's a keep. Put back Tribal Flames. Put back Kavu. If he kills my monkey, my hand does nothing. By Shock and Steam Vents, it'll be very obvious I'm holding something up. I don't know. This might not be the right play. We're just going to go for it. I think it's better than going 4. Obviously, he just has Bolt. He has Bolt. He did keep 6, so he most likely has Bolt. Looks like it. You could argue to play Ragavan and then hold up a spell. Maybe, I don't know. He could still just double spell. Like, he could basically just go Bolt into Ren 6, and I can't stop that. So, yeah, okay. Take a piece of permission. Probably Stubby D. Maybe Flusterstorm. So no Bolt. Second Monkey. So he must have Ren 6 in hand. That's the only reason you make that play. Okay, I get Bitter Reunion, so what can I do with that? You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So I could play this land, discard. Let's see, I could discard a land. I could play the land, discard a card, like discard Monkey, and then try to get another land. But if he just pings this with Ragavan, then I have nothing. So maybe I don't do that. I don't know. It's very close. Leads me to believe he just has Ren 6, so I want to potentially keep dashing Monkey. So I think I want to keep Monkey. But maybe I'm supposed to search for like another fetch land. No Ren 6 is very interesting. Okay, we get a Bolt. So they're just hoping to play Fable, maybe. Exile Mountain. I guess we just wait. So maybe he's trying to get another land to be able to fluster, and then I could just bolt him in response and then fluster. But we probably need this for other things. Not sure what. How many does he need to get Dwarven Mine? I guess I can bolt a Dwarven Mine. Or I cannot. Okay, we get another land, which is pretty useful, I think. So he wants to. I guess I could bolt him plus fluster, but then I just lose to. I guess this is fine. I don't think bolting him was correct because, like, then I'm just open to a creativity next turn to use up both my counters for something like that. He doesn't have Fable, or else he would have played it. So he might just have creativity in hand and just try to jam it. Or maybe he's going to go Bitter Union plus. No, that's not going to work. So let's see. If I fluster this, he obviously has another creativity in hand. But he doesn't have another bolt. He doesn't know I have a bolt, so. But then he keeps the dwarf token. I think I'll just bolt this. Because then I can still swing it with Ragavan. So we want Swamp, Forest, Island. Yeah. You need green, black. Yeah, not exactly what we want. We have plenty of mana. I guess we'll get Jegantha soon. Fable. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna hold this land to discard a Fable. I obviously don't want to discard the Fluster, but I think that's more useful than just playing it when I have so much mana, obviously. Okay, we get Tribal Flames. If I bind this token, do we have lethal? 5. I think we do. He could have another bolt, which would be bad, but then I still have binding. I'm trying to think of how I don't lose this, right? I could Tribal Flames him, put him at 1. He would need to have a natural Dwarven Mine in hand. Most likely he blocks Monkey, right? He takes 2, goes to 6. If I bind this, he has Bolt. I can Fluster it, but it's probably not going to be enough. I can Tribal Flames in right now. That increases the Fluster count. And decisions, right? So if I just attack with both, what's he going to do? Like bolt me? He's going to block here. Bring him to 1. Or I could bind the dwarf. But if he has another removal spell, I'm still in bad shape. I guess I'm like kind of ahead, so I think it's just hold on to the binding plus Fluster. And see what he does here. Could also Tribal Flames the dwarf. Yeah, that's a better play. I think this play is safer. Right? So now we can just go put him at 1. I think this was a safer outcome. Can't crack the fetch. Basically needs his own Fable. He doesn't have it. Okay, so we got there despite my punts. Oh my god. I guess he realized he was at 1, so he couldn't crack this fetch. So that was the safest line. Playing around him having Bolt or something like that. I think. I mean, he could have had Bolt. I guess he would have used it, so he didn't have it, but I think that was the best. I still had 2 cards to basically stop me from losing the game here that way. And I still had Fable on board plus the token plus the Fable about to flip. Okay, back for round 3. I'm on the draw. This hand doesn't really do much, so we're in mulligan. This hand's better, so we're going to keep. Let's put back the basic forest. So we have a lot of options here depending on what my opponent's turn 1 play is. We can Burst Lightning it, Darksteel Citadel, Memnite. Nah, that's going to make Ragavan much worse. Bobble. Could obviously bolt a Memnite here. That's not super great, but it does keep his artifact count low. But I'm not really applying pressure. The better play is probably play Nacatl, but now we can play Kavu turn 2, so maybe I should go red-blue, Burst Lightning, and Memnite as bad as it feels. To keep his artifact count down. Slow him down. We'll see. We're going for it. Kind of weird he cracked that bobble. I guess he's just trying to dig for more action. Okay. It's annoying. And I guess he just drew that. We're gonna play Kavu here. Yeah, maybe it wasn't the best line, but I guess the alternative is like he has Memnite on the board still, and he probably has actually right now he's only controlling 2 artifacts with which he's definitely an Affinity deck. I guess he could Darksteel Citadel means Affinity. So now he's gonna just try to go wide with tokens, but I can manage his artifact count so far, unless he just top decks some more 0 mana spells. And we've got binding for something. Because like he can play a token here, but it's only gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 3. Do we want to loot something away here? Loot away Brawler, maybe? No, Brawler's probably good, but I just don't have the mana. I really want a 3rd land here. Maybe just loot away Monkey. He's not going to do anything. Get the 2nd Monkey. I could have dashed Monkey, I guess. So now I guess the problem is like when he... I guess in response to the Savai trigger, I can try bolting that token. Play Nacatl. Then he can make another token in response, so I think I'm just going to do this now. Wow. Main deck Force Negation. Wasn't expecting that one. In an Affinity deck. Okay. Pitching Force Negation. So now he'll be able to get in with like Shadow Spear or something. But we do still have Binding, so we're not in terrible shape. I just wasn't expecting main deck Force Negation in Affinity with so few blue cards. You could argue to like keep it, save it for his upkeep, but then in response he can just make another artifact, so that doesn't work. And yeah, now he's gonna go Urza. That's actually fine because now we can just bind Urza. Oh, that's not fine though. Okay, now it's fine. I mean, he's gonna have huge constructs. We don't have Hidetsugu main deck, so. So obviously it could be holding up something. I think we just have to go for this. I don't know. It doesn't feel great. Because he has 2 huge constructs now. So I could try to bind this construct, but I don't think leaving Urza's alive is a great option. Could trade my Kavu for something. That's not great though. I think we just have to pass here. Would like a 3rd land, but I don't think it's smart to do that. Of course, like he's got, like I said, 2 giant construct tokens. So okay, now we're in trouble. Yep, now his engine's just going, and we're probably dead. 2nd Urza, yeah. We need Hidetsugu, but we don't have it. Surprised he's not attacking. Okay, he is attacking. Cool. Could double block, but trading my whole board for his board doesn't seem great. And we probably lost this one. Like, we get this, but it's kind of too late. He's got 3/7/7 tokens. So we can play Overgrown Tomb, play a Brawler, but his tokens are all bigger than me. I go try to loot and get what? Like Binding, maybe? I can bind a Construct token and then play... That's not great either. I don't think we have a great way out of this. I think we have to hope to flip a Binding or something. Discard Stub. I don't think it's doing much at this point. Okay, get another Brawler. That's not going to do it. I'm just going to concede. Obviously, you would say I could play a couple creatures, try to put things in front of things, but like he's got Urza down. That's really interesting that he's playing Force Negation. I wouldn't have expected that, but maybe it's worth playing. Okay, Misstep's probably going to come in. Maybe it's worth playing Fluster. Probably not, though. Probably just this crap. Hidetsugu. And then what's like bad? Like Monkey's not very good. Hexdrinker's not going to be very good either. Trades with too many things. I don't know that Burst Lightning's actually good either. I like Nacatl though. Maybe Burst Lightning's not good. Yeah, let's try something like this. I wanted to trim on 1-drops because of the sweepers I'm bringing in. Okay, I think this hand's good, so we'll keep. I would say I could try to stub something if he plays like Drum to keep him from getting too far ahead. I don't know if that's a great play though, because I really want to apply some pressure with Scion on turn 2. Interesting. No drums. That means almost certainly Urza Saga turn 2. Means no Ornithopter. Unless he's maybe just holding off on it, but I think you would play that turn 1. You could have like Misstep or a Spell Pierce or something in. Just trying to think if it makes any difference how I do this. Okay, Tear Asunder is a nice answer to Saga, but we're going to apply some pressure here first. Could have probably has a Force Negation in hand. I don't know what 2-drops he would really run, but I'm thinking it's mostly Thought Monitor, Thought Cast. Okay, well I guess that one was what he was holding up. So you could still have Drum. So I guess I played into it not very well. Like, could have played around Dismember, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty expected, but I can just Tear Asunder that. Again, I have to look out for Force, so I think I'll upkeep to it. Actually, I don't really have to look out for Force because I have... So this is awkward, right? We have Hidetsugu. Do we really need to Tear Asunder this? Is it better to maybe play Nacatl and then Tear Asunder on his turn? He could have like a Spell Pierce or something, but he's going to waste... He's going to use his turn to do it, so he's not going to be able to make tokens. I think that could be good. But then it's awkward if we have to clear the board with Nacatl on board. So... But I think we're far away from that. I think we're going to try this out. We're going to try Tear Asunder in his upkeep. So does he have another Dismember? Okay. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's got Spell Pierce or anything. Now I would like some more pressure, please. That's good. Okay, now we can just hold up Stub or something. Okay, now I think we're in pretty good shape. Okay, never mind. We'll put back on top, though. So he's got 2 cards left. Put on top. So I guess he's just using a lot of pitch cards like Subtlety and Force Negation and like a regular kind of shell. Really hoping he tries to go Thoughtcast here. He's got 3 cards left. Let's see what he pitched. Thought Monitor. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Does he just have another Subtlety? That'd be so annoying. Okay, we made it. Could still have Force in hand, so I want to be wary of that. Okay, there you go. I guess he was just hoping to win off Urza Saga, and then maybe he had a bunch of like payoffs in hand, but or something. I'm not sure. So obviously Tear Asunder very good. His hand just did nothing, but it had like interaction and you know that. So okay, we got the 1-lander. Don't love to keep that, so we'll mulligan. Okay, this is good. Put a forest back. It's a little awkward because we're probably gonna turn 3 Hidetsugu, but I think I might still play Nacatl turn 1 to apply pressure. Don't want it to be too obvious. I've got a sweeper. Of course, you could have force as well. So, okay, so he's got a fetch land in hand. No, he doesn't. Oh, okay, just going all out. Is this like the turn, like dump your hand turn 1 play? Okay, have some combo action here. Decide in breach or something. Wow, milled over 3. Oh, that's bad for him. He probably one of those spells. 2 thought monitors and a thought cast. Okay, so maybe he's trying to. I guess he can mill. He can play a thought cast, right? Oh, you can only cast. You have to pay the cost. I think I'm just gonna lightning bolt this Emery. I just don't want to mess around with it. I don't want him to get a free bobble every turn. Let's go red white. Yeah, otherwise he's just gonna draw a free card every turn basically, and that's not great for me. And like I could get Nacatl on board, but I think it's more important to kill his Emery. Plus, this works better with the Hidetsugu plan. The next turn I can play Brawler and go from there. Let's see if he has the turn 2 Urza Saga. 4 cards in hand. Likely no drum, or else he would have played it. Probably Saga. He's had it every game. Turn 2. Nope. There's the drum. Does he have the Memnite? There's the second land. Paying 3 for it. Interesting. Could have Dismember again. Oh man, I wish my mana was different. I guess he could be holding up Dismember. I don't know what else it would be. Do I want to just try to play around Dismember, or do I care if he Dismembers my Brawler? It's not very mana efficient to play around it, though. Like, if I don't draw another land, I'm in the same boat. But I guess he is showing Dismember, so I'm going to just play... I'm going to play Nacatl. How did I know? Okay, well, we prepared for that. That also gets around the awkwardness if I wipe my own board with Nacatl on it. I would like a 3rd land, though. No Saga is good for me so far. Thoughtcast. Okay. So right now he's only got 2 Thought Casts, 2 Thought Monitors left in his deck. Okay, so we'll just play our Brawler. Could obviously play Tribal Flames on a Mem Knight, but that seems pretty bad, so kind of want to probably save that for face. Still in a good spot if I draw another land in the next few turns. If he has another, if he wants to take a bunch more damage to Dismember again, then good on him. Let's see if he subtleties this. Nope. Urza? That'd be annoying. Give me another land, please. Please don't have any more free artifacts. It's awkward because I can't double spell like Hidetsugu and Tribal Flames. You know what I mean? So I can like Tribal Flames a construct and attack him, but I'm not gonna kill Urza then. I can trade a Brawler for the construct token, which probably isn't great, but then he could have Force, which would be pretty bad. Seems to be thinking a lot. Okay, we get Binding, so this is like slightly awkward too, right? Because like I can bind Urza, which is probably the biggest threat, and then trade here. Doesn't seem great. He could have a counter in hand. I guess I get it out. He could have Force. Could also try to upkeep this. I guess I don't care about the construct. Like, what if I just don't attack here and then upkeep bind? He'll have to use his lands, his mana to force it. Or do I want to just trade now and get rid of the construct? I think I want to try to... I have to get the force out of his hand, so let's use binding. Does allow him to spin Urza, but he can use his mana for that if he wants. Please don't have just a second Urza like you did last time. So no force in hand, unless he just has a second Urza, and that's that. Okay, there's the Saga. So it's just the second Urza. There's Thought Monitor, okay. Emery's, okay. Should attack with a construct, okay. All right, we're not in a good place now. So what can I do? Can Tribal Flames the construct? Like he's gonna go really wide with constructs, right? So his construct's gonna get huge. He's gonna get back another Thought Cast, Thought Monitor. I could Tribal Flames Emery and then just try to hold on for another land. Or if he tries to get back a Thought Cast, I could stub it. But he's probably gonna get back a Thought Monitor, right? That would be better for him. If I just pass, hold up stub, what's he gonna do? I don't know, I'm in a great spot. I think maybe I have to Tribal Flames Emery here. Again, for the card advantage issues. See if he has Force plus blue card. Okay, he doesn't. But he's still got a 5/5, which is not great for me. I need that third land. So maybe I can get out of this if I can hold on for him to make all Saga tokens. And then just Hidetsugu them away. Okay, so he did have Thoughtcast. So he would have cast that anyway, though. If he had Emery on board, so it didn't really make a difference. Second Saga is going to be annoying to deal with. Fourth Thoughtcast? Are you kidding me, dude? 1, 2, 3. 3 Thoughtcast. Oh, no, I think that's his fourth Thoughtcast. Thought Monitor now? Because he's like halfway through his deck, so I mean, that's not unreasonable. Fourth, but he's cast 4 Thoughtcasts and 2 Thought Monitors. 3 Thought Monitors, because there's one right there. So it's pretty good for him. Third Emery. He's got to start attacking at some point, right? So I just have to make sure I don't die here. I mean, we're going to die here anyway. Maybe I should jump there. I'm not in a good spot. All right, this game's over. So I don't know if I can hold on here. Yeah, we didn't get the third land, so we couldn't cast it Hidetsugu. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Maybe there were better lines I could have taken, but this was just hard to overcome. Like the fourth, he basically had all of his Thought Monitors, Thought Casts in the top half of his deck, and seemingly none of his like Mem Knights free spells in the top. So, but yeah, it's like double 4 Thought Monitors, 3 Emerys, like that. It's just hard to overcome. And now he's got like too many 7/7 tokens. So I need to just like hope to draw that 8/8 tokens, and he's going to just be able to make more. So, third Saga. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I got stuck on, it's turn 7, I got stuck on 2 lands, and my sweeper is a 3-land spell. Okay, another Thought Monitor. I think he's now out of Thought Monitors and Thought Casts. Luckily, these don't have Trample. Oh, okay, now they do. I guess he milled over those Thought Monitors and Thought Casts. All right, well, we didn't get there. Maybe it was supposed to be more aggressive at the start. He just got the engine going with the everything, and I just didn't. Again, like stumbling on lands meant that I couldn't cast Scion, it meant that I couldn't cast Hidetsugu and things like that to try to slow him down again. And he had like 3 turns in a row where he just played Urza Saga, so that's like hard to overcome too. All right, unfortunately, we're at 1 and 2 in this league, so we're not doing so hot. I did lose against Creativity because my own punt, so looks like we finally got a good hand though. That we don't have to mulligan, so it'd be nice to keep the 7. I am on the draw. See who I'm up against here. Probably turn my upkeep stop off for now. Okay, this land, so they're probably on Belcher. So I think Monkey's pretty good for this. Being with 6 in hand. Okay, so now we want to do red, blue, green, white, probably, given that I just drew a Temple Garden. So let's go Steam Vents here. They could play like Spike Field Hazard. I'm not sure if they do though in Belcher. Guess we'll find out. It could be on something else, obviously. Doesn't seem likely though. I'm not sure what their other turn 1 plays are, or if they really have any turn 1 plays. Spike Field Hazard. Poetic Ritual, okay. Are they just, am I dead now? Are they going for it now? Strike it rich, okay. Another ritual. Wish. Recross the paths. So they got set up their whole thing in order. I'm probably dead next turn, right? Pact. Anamorphose. An offer you can't refuse. So they do have Belcher. They don't have the other one. But what are they going to do here? They do the thing with the graveyard here. This guy. Reforge the Soul. Yeah, cast for 2. So he's going to reforge a soul and then have the combo set up. So I need a... Well, actually, it's not going to work. I guess I'll have to put it second to top, and I could not attack with Ragavan. That's some big brain shit right there. I guess it doesn't make a difference because you could put 2 reforge the souls in a row. I had a Brawler on top. Okay. We're going to put it at the bottom. Okay, so here's like, I guess the question is, do I attack with Monkey or do I not attack with Monkey? If I attack with Monkey, he's... Do I need to just hold up Binding here? Right, because what's he going to do? He's going to reforge the soul, discard their hand, draw 7 cards. He's going to get like his combo stuff. And that's going to be the end of that, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I might just lose anyway. I don't think I can win at this point, right? Wow. That really worked, huh? What the hell? All right, whatever. Start Travel Flames him. I don't think my life total matters at all in this game. So he just assumed I was going to attack and put like a filler card on top or something? I guess I could have cast Recross the Path. No, it would have been the first card I drew, though. All right, I guess we'll get him for 7 and then kill him. Unless he has Pact. Yeah, there's a Belcher. All right, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Did he need one more turn? I just didn't know. All right, I guess I just need like the permission in here, right? Flusterstorm. Do I have anything else that's useful? Like, is Tear Asunder even useful in this deck? Like, I don't besage you. Missteps. I guess I can counter a pact with Misstep. Maybe that's not that useful though. Burst Lightning is gonna be useless. Actually, just Lightning Bolt in general. Actually, Hexdrinker is gonna be useless too. I guess Lightning Bolt can still go to face. Maybe Binding's not that good, but I can bind a Belcher. You could have the transformational sideboard. Maybe Burst Lightning is better than Binding. No, I don't know. Yeah, no land, so I think we want to mulligan this. We're probably trying to find some permission. Which we have in this hand. We just have any lands. I think we go with this. Put back the Triome, maybe. Right, because I can't even play it turn 1. And turn 2... No, I guess these lands kind of suck. I guess we'll put back the Triome. Maybe Binding's even worse, though. Okay, so we want to go, I think, red-white here. Put the monkey down. Hope my monkey lives. I don't know that they really play removal. Maybe like Dismember, but probably not. I guess the question is, do I think they're going to try to go for it on turn 3 and I have to keep stub up? Or do I just try to play Scion and just hope they don't have it turn 3? Mysterious. Let's attack first. Wow. So they did bring in Fury. Do I think they have it this turn? Right, because I could fetch Triome and then tap out to play Scion, but like that may be risky, so maybe I wait a turn. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just try to hold up stub here and try to get them with some kind of ritual or something. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. I guess I have a lot of options here. Okay, now I think I'm in good shape. I don't really think life total matters at all here in this matchup. I guess he could not play this before combat. Don't know if it makes a difference. I don't think he's gonna like create a blocker or something. Could be wrong. All right, and then I think we'll just play our Scion. And pass turn with Binding and Stub up. I think we'll just stub this. He's going to cast Belcher. I guess he could cast Belcher. And I think we let this resolve. He casts Belcher and I stub Belcher. Does it make a difference? I guess if he has Pact, then I lose, but I guess I didn't really have a way around that anyway. All right, he didn't have it. Okay, we're in the kind of weird matchups I don't play a ton, like Belcher and Affinity. Maybe, you know, we did play Jund Creativity twice, so I guess that's more of a meta matchup. So we're at 2-2. Hopefully we can get to 3-2. Not the cleanest playing today. I've had a few punts. So it is what it is. A little rusty, I guess. Trying to play tight. Predict what my opponent has. Okay. Yeah, I am on the draw. This hand could be a little slow. I can't play Monkey turn 1. Maybe I draw another fetch land. This hand's really good, so I think I'm going to keep it. It's a lot of burn in hand. Could be good or bad, depending on the matchup. Okay, opponent goes Black Cleaves. Okay, they're going to Thought Seize me. Probably take the Kavu, I guess. Maybe they're also on Jund Creativity. Okay, they take the Monkey, which is interesting. Okay, we draw Scion. So they must not have a removal spell is what that means, right? If they take Monkey. No removal spell in hand. Again, I don't know if they're on Creativity or if they're on... I don't know who plays Black Cleave Cliffs. All right, I don't know. Do they just Jund? Looks like there's Jund. Okay, we got Kavus for days, but I am wary of Fatal Push, so... I think we're going to go Scion here. I think that could explain why he did that, and he might just be trying to go wide with Saga tokens, but we'll see. But he can't Fatal Push this, so... He could like run 6 ping plus bolt or something like that, but he'd need double red to do that, and he does not have that right now. So this could be like Jund Sagavan. But I don't know what he would be playing that he doesn't have. Jegantha. It's a little weird. Could be playing a Spyro maybe. Second Saga. It's going to be annoying. Okay, so he's on the Saga win plan. Guess we'll attack. Wish I had double red here. And he could still have Fatal Push, so you could argue to just take him to 9, and then... but if he Fatal Pushes me on this turn, he can't make a token. So he's not going to Fatal Push me on this turn. So he probably wants to make tokens, so let's force him to... let's do this. But if he wants to use the mana for a removal spell, he can do that. But my Kavu's got First Strike and Trample. I wish I had double red, obviously. A lot of damage in hand. But I think this is better than, say, just like Tribal Flamesing him to 9, and then I still don't have lethal without having double red. So he can decide if he wants to use his Fatal Push on this. I'm fine if he does, because then he's not going to be able to make a token. Yep. So obviously he wanted to make tokens for blockers, but unless he can deal with the Scion, he's going to have a bad time. I don't think it's worth bluffing stuff in this matchup. He mostly knows my hand anyway. Guess he could get something to bounce Scion. I don't know what that would be. Oh, he's one of these decks. Huh. So he's... Oh, okay. It's just this Goryo's Vengeance deck that I just lost to. Okay. Well, now I know he's on that. I mean, you just had the combo on turn 4. Don't have a way to interact with that. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't really know what I was supposed to do there. I've seen this deck around. I haven't played against it, but he just had the turn 4 win. And I was on the draw, so I didn't have the turn 4 win. That's literally the difference here. On the play, I would have had the turn 4 win. So I guess we do this. I guess we do this. Flusters, fluster. I guess these, we want this hate in. Maybe this is overkill. It's not good. Hexdrinker seems like not for the combo matchups. Burst Lightning seems not great. Maybe trim on a Tribal Flames. Trim on a Bolt. I think the rest of these are probably fine. I don't know what else to trim on. I think I want all the permission. Maybe trim on a second Bolt. And Nacatl, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know if this is a matchup that's about Tribal Flames. On the play, maybe it is. We'll trim 2 Tribal Flames. That might not be correct. Okay, mulligan. I go to 5. Guess this is a keep. Put back Flooded Strand. Put back Tribal Flame, or Heath, I guess. So I have Tear Asunder for the cookbook or saga or something. See if it's enough. Hopefully it doesn't just go like turn 1 saga into cookbook. Then I probably just lose. Dismember, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize. He did keep 7, so probably has a discard spell in hand. There's the cookbook. I guess if he has Saga, this is bad, but on the other hand, he could just win next turn. If he, so I think I have to deal with the cookbook now, even though it feels bad. I could kill the cookbook with Urza Saga on the stack, but what does that accomplish? Just saves me 1 turn. I guess I'm just thinking what happens if he just goes Ursa Saga here. Does it make any difference to me? Right? Is there a world where I destroy the saga and not the cookbook? Probably not. I think we just go for this now. Just hope he doesn't have saga. If he had saga, he probably would have played it turn 1. I don't think he plays Force Negation. Yeah. Okay, there's the saga. Okay, playing Profane Tutor. Kavu's good. I'm just like dead in 2 turns probably. Because I can draw more action. But I can't exile stuff with Kavu. That doesn't really help me that much though. So I have 2 turns for him to get the cookbook. He can start chumping with tokens if he has to. Okay, take my Tribal Flames. So potentially just dead next turn. So I can draw something useful. So here's the awkward part, right? Do I loot away Scion to try to find permission? Right, because I'm dead. So I guess I basically have to loot away Scion, because Scion doesn't really help me at all here, I don't think. So I gotta play this land. Begin combat. Attack. It's on 2-turn clock. Gotta try to find some permission or something. Okay. It's useful. Get double red. Right, I think that's fine. I guess permission and... I guess it's probably more important. I don't know, double green. Yeah, let's see if you kill me this turn. I guess he could if he just gets Cookbook and then plays land, Cookbook, Gorgeous Vengeance. But again, I think I just call that bad beats. I mean, I killed literally his first 2 artifacts. That's turn 4. So I just didn't kill him quite fast enough. I guess I was like 1 turn short of killing him fast enough. Yep. So I guess if he just has land plus. Okay. It's a good sign for me. There's Asmo, okay. So he's gonna try to grind me down with Asmo. Means he doesn't have it, that's good. Okay, Stubby is useful. I think I'm gonna hold on to that. Okay, he's at 1. He can make some food tokens. Potentially keep playing Asmo, but he probably doesn't have... I wonder what he has in hand. Right, so he can create 2 food tokens, but he doesn't have 4 mana to crack both of them. Okay. Discards the cookbook. Plays a second Asmo. It's very annoying. So he's going to live another turn. Plays another cookbook, I guess. Oh, man, he had 2 food tokens. This is so annoying. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to lose unless I top deck a Bolt here. Or a Burn Spell. Exiles another Profane Tutor. Oh, man. Was I supposed to play that differently? Okay, we get a creature at least, but now you can just kill. And Stub's not turned on anymore. Okay, well, we might just lose this game. That's unfortunate. I guess I was supposed to bring in Hidetsugu for this matchup. I just didn't realize it. So that was on me. But now you can just like keep creating food tokens. And then keep destroying my creatures. He only played 1 cookbook, right? He didn't play 2 last turn. Plays Overgrown Tomb. Gains 3 life. Okay. Do I bolt Asmo and then attack him? What does that accomplish, though? He's going to take a Saga token. Can I actually kill him with that line, or do I just attack with Nacatl? Maybe he doesn't block. Yeah, I'm not sure how I win this. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that and just attack and trade with Asmo. Or if he doesn't trade, then I win. But he probably trades. But now you can just get another card. Like, you can just get another Asmo, basically. And just keep getting Asmos. Or go Vengeance, and I can't stop it. Gets Drum. Okay. So I guess he just has Emrakul in hand, and I can't stop this. Yep. Well, that was fun. I guess we didn't see our graveyard hate, so it is what it is. I should have brought in Hidetsugu, but we got a 2-3 in the league. Not very good, you know. It's not what you want to see in the leagues, but hopefully you guys found it entertaining. The list still feels good to me, I guess. I didn't play very tight. Obviously, against these like unfair decks that you're just not going to see very often at paper tournaments, like the Gorgeous Vengeance deck, you're just kind of like, all right, like I should have brought in Hidetsugu. That was on me. I probably should have brought in Misstep to counter a cookbook and stuff. I just didn't realize the extent of like their full list. So I probably, that's on me. I probably should have looked it up. Because we got him with Natural State and Tear Asunder, but we just didn't have enough quite to. They kept chaining along things, and unfortunately, like our stub was turned off. So like maybe I was supposed to just trade Nacatl with an Asmo, but it didn't seem great. But yeah, I had a counter up, but I couldn't stop that stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.